What's up, guys? Coach Alex here, back for another video. Today we're gonna add on to our 4 on 0 shell. We're gonna add a post defender, so now it's gonna be a 4-out 1-in shell. Let's get right to it. So let's start right into our set. So right now, offense is in a 4-out 1-in. Those guys will be in green, 4 guys out, 1 guy in the block, and then our defense will be in red. So let's get our defense set up. So right now we got ball right here. Right, we're in our ball spot, right, arms length away, forcing away from the middle, okay? Away from the middle. Our next 2 guys, 1 pass away. Those guys are our gap spots. All right, they're 1 step off the line, protecting that initial drive right here and right there. My guy that's 2 passes away, he's gonna be right on our help line and help side, just like that. Okay? Now that we got our basic 4-out part, let's talk about our post, okay? Our post, he's not gonna play under and he's not gonna play behind because that's an easy post up for a post entry, especially on the wing. Post entry goes in, he's able to score very, very easily. We don't want that, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play in what's called a front, okay? So we're gonna step kind of over his foot. So if he was standing like about right here, we're gonna step over the top of him and we're gonna be shading over the top. The problem with this one is if that entry pass does get in, he has the basket. So we're not gonna force down middle, okay? We're gonna switch it, and we're gonna do that same thing. We're gonna go opposite. We're gonna be slightly in front. We gotta kind of have like a hand over the top right here, forcing away. We wanna force him into that baseline. So if this pass does get there, he's turning right into the baseline. He's not turning into anything else, okay? We call that a 3/4 front. We call that a 3/4 front. Okay? So he's in a 3/4 front. We got our ball, we got our gap, and now since the ball is now on the wing, we got our 2 help side. Okay. Now let's talk about what happens on the baseline drive. So if the post up's happening, let's say he's posting up a little bit higher. Okay? Post up's happening, we're 3/4 fronting. Let's say baseline drive happens. Okay. My guy who's guarding the post, he is not going to stop the basketball. His job is to stay on his man. We're going to keep the same principles just like in our 4-out with our defense, and we're going to keep our post isolated on his man completely. So our post is on the island, he's staying there. If the baseline drive happens, our help would come, the helper would drop, our diagonal would happen. We'd be able to recover just like we do in our 4-out. Pass could happen out, then we can talk through our rotations, be able to recover, and then we can stay there. Okay, so same thing. If we have a post in there, it's the same thing on the outside. Our 4 guys everything's staying the same, and our post guy is staying on an island with his matchup. So let's say ball's on the other side of the floor now. Okay, we'll take the ball, we'll play a gap, we'll play a help, post up, we'll move. Okay, we're still protecting that middle. We're still making sure that hand is over the top, forcing him to that baseline, and then help. Okay. Yep. Baseline drive would happen. Yep. My bottom help moves, top help drops, diagonal recovers, making sure that pass doesn't happen across, and then we can recover, kick out, we can recover, we can talk through what we need to talk through, and we'll be all right from there. Okay, let's set back up from the top. Let's say he's posting up high post, and we have a help. Okay, high post, same thing. We're gonna play on the inside, right? We're gonna stay in between our man and the basket, and we're gonna shadow over the top. We're gonna have a hand over the top right here, protecting that pass. If he does get it, we're forcing him baseline into our help. Make sure that we're stopping him right there. Same thing on this side. We'll have the gap will move up, the help will drop. On the other side, we're playing on the inside, having that hand over the top right here. If it does get in, help side would come up, we'd be able to drop. We'd be able to maintain that, okay? Everything on the outside stays exactly the same. The only difference is the post player on whenever he's moving around his little post spots, the guy who's guarding him, his matchup is staying with him one-on-one. Everybody else is sticking to that their main 4-out man-to-man shell rotations, the ball, gap. All right, guys, that concludes our 4-out 1-in shell defensive drill. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. If you guys want to go to our previous videos to learn more of our basic stuff, our basic ball, our basic gap, and our basic help, look at our 4-on-0 shell defensive drill, as well as our part 2 on that as well. Continue to stay with it. Hope to get back in the gym soon. Elite together.